following the HPA rules, right? Is it possible to get a handicap if one isn't a member of the HPA and just associated with university club, i.e., can super players that are not members of polo club actually the handicap from the rules of the yeah, I thought it has to be two. Like, first you have to be associated with HPA coach, and second you have to be associated with HPA polo club. Okay, so the club doesn't have to be a physical. And you've seen other people do that. Oh shit. Fucking man. So I reset my phone and it is running better. Well, with a reset apparently. It's running better with a reset. It's running better with a reset, guys. I don't know what they did before I reset, but it's running better than apparently all the commands I put in there wasn't fixing it. Apparently a reset does.
can't hear anything out of my right ear. But yeah. This fungus is in my shoes again. So instead of dog shit, it's that fungus. Well, there's definitely something going on with this one where they're finding ways to hide data. Yeah, because the reset really fixed it. Something is going on with it because it seems like maybe there's, you know, that's the thing that I noticed about these fake firmwares is that even after a hard reset, you got stuff that lingers on settings. You know, even after a hard reset, and even if you flash something and code in it, you use NAND erase and stuff that lingers, stuff that stays behind. So, right here, stuffed up. So whoever was on the phone had, believe it or not, with all those commands, it had remote capability. Understand? Because I noticed every time I would put the fucking, you know, it's just like that laptop in the BIOS. I found a way to put remote capability in this fucking phone. You know, every time I went to sleep, the fucking phone would do something. And I woke up and it would be different. And it just feels different, like I did something overnight. The fucking script would change, or they would change something, and like, how the fuck are they doing that if there's basically nothing on the phone, all those fucking commands, and they're still finding a way in? You know, the fucking thing is full of holes. This is the issue. It's full of security holes to the point where you can't use it, you know? You know, you can take out so much shit and still have problems. It's ridiculous, to say the least. And like I said, it's an ongoing issue with this. So things that I noticed after the reset, I finally have access to that fucking Android folder. Whereas before I could not get in it, you know, I could not get into that folder, no matter what. Yeah, before I could not get into the folder, no matter what. It's because it usually uses that Google app, file, document, UI, file something, which is another file browser to get access to that Android folder. And transferring my files doesn't do it. You gotta use a third-party one. And I use the Alpha Inventor to get into that folder to find out what's in there. And there's a couple of apps. You know, a couple of apps that stick out for me. Looking in there after a reset. Yeah, you have the usual stuff. You know, the usual system apps that are preloaded. But I can't say if anything in there has remote capability. Maybe App Manager, Microsoft App Manager is in there by default. Some Google stuff is in there, but again, it's nothing that would stick out as something that has backdoor, something that has a remote capability to the phone. Well, I don't know. Maybe it was Alpha Inventor. Maybe it was the fucking file manager. I don't know. And the file manager now has a menu where the goddamn fucking file manager goes through those apps that are in the Android folder and cleans out the cache. Now, the reason why it does this is because I gave it access to the Android folder. Understand? Using after this reset, I gave Alpha Inventor access to the Android folder using the Document UI Google file browser. And what Alpha Inventor does is that it goes into the folder and finds caches for the apps that are in the Android folder. See what I'm saying? But it was, before I could try to get access in there, use this folder. That's what I got a screenshot of it. You use a third-party file manager, you try to browse the Android folder, and it'll ask you to give it permission. So something about some kind of menu popping up about some kind of menu popping up to give you access to the Android folder so you can use it. See, before the reset, that wasn't working. Now it worked. And what Alpha Manager does is that it goes through that Android folder, looks at the caches, looks at the cache for the apps that are in the Android folder and clears it out. Understand? Whereas before, I couldn't get in there at all. Yeah, maybe with RM commands, I could get in there. And most apps have secondary directories in there, so the package name, and then it'll have cache and files. See, I guess that it would be cache, and then I guess that it would be TMP, temporary files, where it's actually just files. So it'll say something like, so it'll have secondary directories after the package name, and those are cache and files. It doesn't have anything else. So when you use an RM command, RM command to delete that, which, by the way, doesn't seem to work. Big, very, very questionable. It's very, very questionable if it doesn't work. Those RM commands in the for the Android folder usually erases data from user apps. Right? That's what it should do. That's why it works, to make the phone charge, because it erases any data in there that any app is using to slow down charging. And I'm not sure if that powerful RM command actually works in the Android folder. What the fuck is going on with this Android folder, man? I'm not sure that the RM commands. Now I know that they work sometimes because I might erase the data for Chromium in Android. I might erase the timestamp camera app data from the Android folder sometimes accidentally, because I put it in there. I put it in there, and it's it's just very weird, the way that Android folder works. And you see, before I couldn't get access to it no matter what. Can I get access to that Android folder no matter what? The traditional way, use a third-party file browser, get in there. Now, File Manager, Sense of File Manager doesn't even ask permission to browse that folder. Usually it should tell you, you should ask. You don't have access to this, click on this and this to do this to get in there. Sense of File Manager doesn't do it. You have to use a third-party app like Alpha Inventor. Very, very strange. I gotta take a leak as well. You gotta use a third-party file manager to get in there. And luckily, the Alpha Inventor clears out cache. But it can only clear out cache if you give it access to that Android folder. And again, I'm not sure, what is the action to do this? It should be an action. It should be something that is that you would be capable of doing through ADB. You cannot find that action online. What is the action to get into this folder? That brings up the menu to give permission to a third-party app to get into the Android folder. It doesn't say. Yeah, because it uses Document UI, which is a Google app, a secondary file manager on the phone, to get in there, and then and only then you truly have access to it. You understand? But you see, before, every time on Android 11 and 12, I could not get into that Android folder using the use this folder command. I could not get in there, no matter what I did. You know, no matter what I did with document UI, I got in there maybe once or twice by accident. Yeah, fucking years ago, I think it was. When 11 first came out, I got in there one time or twice. You know, just because it was a fresh reset or something, or a fresh flash, and you know it was temporary because then you know I lost access again. Yeah, there's something going on with this Android folder, guys. There's something in there. It's you cannot get into that fucking folder. Yeah? This time around, after all the commands and shit that I did, it worked. And a reset. I did a reset and it worked. I can get in there. Now, that's the issue with the storage, yeah? It could be the issue why media storage crashes, because media storage does not have access to the Android folder. You know, it could be the reason why media storage crashes, because that Android fucking folder. You know, it's amazing. You can erase the whole thing with an RM command. Still, you know, if you don't have access by use this folder, you know, it's that use this folder command. I took a picture of it. I took a screenshot of it to, you know, have it in the, you know, have it in my collection of weird things going on with this firmware. You know, like I said, it's I think there might be someone down there. Fucking 9 a.m. I usually do come on Sunday sometimes. You know, it's amazing that out of all the times that I tried to get into that folder, I got in there once or twice since Android 11 came out by accident. You know, I tried it with an app or something, or I tried it with a file manager that I wasn't using before. You know, I got in there once or twice by accident. Now it works. And the file manager, Alpha and Vector, can get in there and clear cache. You understand? There's something going on with this Android folder. Yeah, that's where I used to erase. You know, that's where I used to erase the directories that used to cause me the charging problems before. You understand? You know, I used to erase those directories before because the charging problem was in there somewhere. And now it doesn't work anymore. You know, up until I reset this and I can get in there and erase cache. See what we got here for Wi-Fi. Understand? So there's something. There's something going on with this Android folder, guys. And it started with 11. Understand? It started with 11. You cannot bring up that menu if you have this fake firmware in there. You cannot bring up the menu to use this folder to gain access to it. Yeah, and it worked with this reset. Why? I don't know. I got no idea, guys. Take a look. It's fucking rain, guys. Go down there, I think I saw someone.
لا ما تطلع
Okay, it's just a van. I actually don't even have time to go down there to wash my hands. I need to go charge. I need to go finish charging. It's gonna be a long day in this rain. Yeah, this is a shitload of rain. They did this last winter as well. Every winter was like this. Just rain. All the time. I gotta go charge, but I don't have time. Everything is flat. Oh, fuck, this thing is up here. This umbrella doesn't do too much. Oh, fuck, I got soap walking around. This umbrella doesn't really do anything besides protect your head, not much else. I'm gonna plug in right away. Alright, here we go. After the reset, everything's installed. It's not charging. It's plugged in, isn't it? And we're not charging at all. The A50 is. Here. This way he's not picking up a charge from this. Nothing. Nothing at all. Okay, this one is charging. But this long wire, what's going on here? Is the charger dead or what? I think it's just the wire. Oh, the charge is not working. How did that happen? We lost one of the 30-watt chargers, guys. So now we only got one, huh? Or not? What the fuck is going on? It seems like this wire doesn't work. Now it does. Okay, so one charger works. And the other one does not. Yeah, the other one doesn't work at all. So one of the 30-watt chargers does not work. They probably got into the bag, if I know them. Yeah, only one works. The other one seems to be dead. Totally dead. think the Samsung one is also dead. Here it is. No, it's not. It is working. Yeah, one of the 30-watt chargers is dead. Go figure. Dropping like stones today. So let's see. It says, yeah, 3620 it's charging normally. One of these 30-watt chargers is not working now. Why? I don't know. It worked pretty fine until yesterday. I probably got into the bag. If anything. I don't leave them anywhere. So, yeah, it's yeah, this one here does not work. The other one is up there and it works. So the 30 watt, one of the 30 watts is dead. One of these 30 watts is dead. They managed to kill a 30 watt charger. It worked fine yesterday, so it means they did something today. It means they did something yesterday, because this one's dead. For sure. It doesn't charge with either wire. Nothing comes out of it. But this one is dead for sure. Anyway. Let's see, it's charging with everything in there, by the way. Yeah, 4.013. 4.013. It means they pulled out, somehow they were able to get into the bag and pull out that charger. They were, it was in the bag the whole time. The bag was with me the whole fucking time. Plug in the laptop. I have no idea how you can get into that box and into the bag. That's a new one. That is a new one because that box is deep. Unless they're getting it from the top of the box. And the SIM card. Let's see what else is missing. Are we missing? I'm not missing the SIM card. I thought they would take out the SIM card from the bag as well. Vodafone SIM card that got blanked out. So unless they found, they found a way to get into the bag and pull out the charger, I don't know why that charger doesn't work. Something recent, like I said, within the last 2 days. It was working fine yesterday. I used both yesterday, I think, yeah. Didn't I? Yeah, I did. I charged the A50 and the A52 at the same time yesterday here at the bar. And we were working fine. So it means they pulled them out last night. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Let's see if I can fix it the same way I fixed the Samsung charger, but I doubt it. I highly doubt that I can fix it the same way I did the Samsung charger. Like I said, the Samsung charger does the same thing, but it will say something like unrecognized charging or something. It will flash by, unrecognized charger or something like that. That's what it would say with the Samsung one sometimes. So, I'm guessing the 30-watt ones don't do that, or maybe they had a life cycle in there, maybe they had a charging cycle count in there, and the firmware to disable them. I don't know. That thing seems to be good. Well, the Samsung charger will still say something. If there's something wrong, it's not like a nice charger. Anything, but this doesn't say what the fuck is doing, what's going on. It says, is it still charging? Yeah, it is. It looks like it is. Yeah, it's charging with, that's the full firmware. I didn't take anything out of it. The full firmware on the phone. I didn't take anything out of it, guys. Everything is still installed. This fucking rain is unbearable. So. Charger and find out I tried to charge the power bank yesterday. I tried to charge the power bank, the dead power bank that doesn't have any input or output. But what I think happened is that they pulled it out of the bag somehow, somewhere. They were capable of getting into the bag and pulling out the charger. Now, it's a very difficult task, I think, to get in there and pull out the charger. You can see I'm bent in my right ear as well today. I'm definitely my right ear today, and they got into the box and pulled out the charger as well. Probably last night. So yesterday I tried to charge the power bank, which is completely dead, with this charger. Plugged it in a couple of times and it wasn't working. The power bank that I opened. So maybe that's what fucked up the charger, but I don't know. I have no idea. I got no idea how it didn't work, man. But one of them was always dropping down to zero when he would charge. I would plug it in, it would go up to full speed. You might have seen it in some of the videos. One of the chargers would go up to full speed after I would plug the phone in, and then drop down to 0 or 10 milliamps. It would drop down to 10 milliamps, and then go back up to full speed. And only one charger was doing this. Probably the one that was broken. Understand who was doing this since I got it. One of the chargers was doing this, so it means that they found a way to flash something to the charger. It means that they had maybe a charging cycle counter in it. It means that, who knows what it means. Understand? It means they did something to one of the chargers, because the other one doesn't do that. Now, it's only one of the 30-watt chargers that does this. It'll charge at full speed when you plug it in, drop down to 10 milliamps, which is something you might have seen in the video, and then go back up to full speed. So they might have done something to one of the chargers when shipping before I got it. Understand? That's what it means. They might have done something to one of the chargers when shipping. If it's got enough firmware, if they find a way to flash firmware to it, you can even put in a code. You can even put in a code snippet to cut off the charger. Completely break the charger after a number of charging cycles. So you can use the charger for a couple of days. You can use the charger for a couple of days, months. If it has a charging cycle limit, you can do that in the firmware, where the charger will shut off completely after a certain amount of charging cycles. Maybe that's what they did. So they always drop down to 10, and you shot back up to the charger. It always did that. So it could have been faulty from the get-go. It just died yesterday. Who knows? Like I said, I tried to plug in the power bank yesterday, but it wasn't working. It doesn't work. Now you can plug it in all you want. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't work. Didn't charge. And then I came back and charged both phones anyway. That was yesterday. Yeah, because I tried to charge the power bank yesterday. It wasn't working, and I charged the phones up again because I came here a second time and it was working fine. So maybe they pulled it out of the box last night, even though it should be very difficult to get in there. I'm sleeping on the bag. The zipper is turned to be under my neck. The zipper of the bag is literally under my fucking neck. So maybe they pulled it out last night because it was, the chargers were working yesterday. After I tried to charge the power bank in one of the chargers, the charger was working. Remember, they were working yesterday. And I plugged them in both, and they were working. So maybe they got into the box and put on the charger, and they broke it. I don't think you can fix this one. This one isn't. The other one was doing kind of the same thing, but it could be fixable. I don't know. Could be fixable. We'll give it a go with the magnets again to see if it kicks back the springs back to life. see what the hell is going on here. Yeah, this one is charging. Yeah, the phone's charging fine. Let's see what the fuck is going on with this. Because now we only have 2 chargers, guys. I mean, I'm gonna be left with just a laptop. What the fuck? You know. I'm gonna be left with the laptop alone. I think it's fully dead. This thing fucking vibrates when I plug it in. I think it's fully dead. So we got the A50 charger. Yeah, I think they pulled out the charger and they broke it. There's no other way to explain this. Is this laptop on? Yeah, it's fully dead. I don't think we can recover now. So it's not going to charge anything. Samsung one can recover. Obviously, it's better. Obviously, the Samsung charger is better built, so we still have 2 chargers, but you know, if these 30-watt chargers are unreliable, then we're in for a shit show because we're looking to 2 chargers now instead of 3. And those 18-watt chargers were super shit, not working at all for us. Yeah, this one's charging pretty fast. It's at 4.28 away. 2,300. So there you go. Well, I think this is the one that was dropping down to 10 milliamps. So Yeah, too many problems, guys. I think I'm having electronic interference. I think it's what you would call electronic interference. Yeah, that's what you call electronic interference. Yes. I think so. So, you can try to revive it, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work, because if I know anything, these chargers got some kind of, that's why they're cheap. They got some kind of backdooring. The USB devices are broken, guys. This one doesn't have a lot of metal in it either. This magnet doesn't pick up anything, like it does the laptop. Oh, there's something here in the middle. So, yeah, like I said, the Samsung charger is reliable, guys. Yeah, the Samsung charger is definitely reliable. This China knockoff, maybe not so much. Even though it should be relatively the same. Oh, off the phone. Even a simple thing like fucking always charging now, isn't it? Yeah, we got it working, guys. Fucked around with it long enough, and now it's finally charging. Let's see. It says 120 milliamps, 690, 1250, 1820, 2390. There we go. These motherfuckers don't know what else to do. They stop me from charging these fucking phones, man. You should make a Chinese phone charge at 500 watts. If it makes your dick hard, Soviet fuck. That's what they should do. They should make that shit, make one of these Chinese phones charge at 500 fucking watts. Make it a megawatt. Make it a megawatt, Soviet fuck. That way maybe I'll buy one to save your sweet ass from the guillotine. Maybe if you make a Chinese phone charge at a megawatt, I'll buy one. Finally. To save your stupid ass from the guillotine. It's amazing, guys. That shit, it does the same thing the Samsung one does. Yeah, you fix it with a magnet, you plug it into the laptop, and it works. What a surprise. I don't fucking believe it. I don't believe it. Insufferable Soviet fucking trick. I'm glad we got that sorted, because I thought I lost that charger, and I really like my 30-watt chargers. But that's the reason why, like I said, Chinese phones have been charging fast for 5 years, I think. 2, 3 years, 4 years, ever since this Soviet Bryfuck announced himself with COVID and everybody got a wind of what they were doing. He said, well, it looks like you are spying for the Soviet Union. Might as well get these Chinese phones to charge really, really fast. That way these white boys buy it, so I can say that they're spying. Because I'm spying, because they're spying as well for the Soviet Union. What better way to project your crimes onto the good than to make them buy a Chinese phone? Because they charge so much faster. Yeah, maybe if you make a charge at a megawatt, with a charger the size of a car, maybe I'll buy one of your Chinese phones. But only if you get to that gigawatt mark. When you get to that gigawatt mark, I'll buy one of them. When you need a fucking nuclear power plant to power a gigawatt phone, I'll buy one for sure. I'll buy one, motherfucker. I'll buy 10 of them. Especially if it's cheap, like 400 pounds. I don't want to spend more than 400 pounds. But if you make a Chinese phone charge at a gigawatt that requires a nuclear power plant to charge it, I'll be right there. That's the first customer. But only then. When you get to that goal, when you put mithril in the fucking phone, you get it to charge at a megawatt, I'll buy one. But only then. Only then, guys. Exclusive. It's a one-time deal. You get it to that 1 gigawatt mark, and you put mithril in the fucking phone, I'll buy it. But only if you put mithril in it, I'll buy it. I'll buy it then, but only then, guys. Only then. I gotta put mithril in it, otherwise I won't be buying. That's the deal. See, it charges now. Fine. I got all the fucking software you want on it, man. It's all there. Nothing is this. I disabled some of them, but that's about it. I didn't take anything out. Everything is the way it was after the reset. Didn't run a single command. Not one single command on this one, guys. 4.354. You know, when you can get to it on a Chinese phone and you get it to a gigawatt power, charging power, I'll fucking buy one. I'll buy 10 to save your stupid ass from guilty. It all depends. Annoying fucking thing. This fucking thing. This insufferable fucking thing. I think it's the OTG. I think it's the OTG adapter that saved the charger. Because I plugged in the OTG adapter into the USB-C port and then used the USB-A. The OTG is USB-C, the USB-A. I plugged in the USB-A into the USB OTG and then used the USB-C side to plug into the charger that wasn't working. Then I used the magnet. That's what did it. OTG, guys. OTG adapters for the win. I knew I bought it for something. Besides plugging in my USB drive. Besides plugging in the USB drive into the phone. I knew I bought it for something. Put this shit back in there. It's rain. Ruined my fucking shoes. That's the only thing this fucking rain is good at, ruining my fucking shoes. Check out the A50, make sure it's charging. It is charging, 41%. 4.1 volts at 41%. 4.126 at 41. So we're getting full charging speed from the charger that wasn't working. And we fixed it again. Unbelievable. These suckers are fucking. I can't hear anything out of my right ear. That's even better. I remember it could have been a charge cycle script that they, loaded into the USB. Speaking of which, I can probably fix the power bank in the same way. I don't have time for that now. $16.50, 4.355. Yeah, am I going to take out those X? Yeah, I know. That's what this is out there. It's not bad, not bad to... Yeah, I still don't trust it, I would leave it stock like this, but because it was so, I mean, I don't know why it worked this time. It's Polish too. It's a Polish ROM. After the reset, it said it was Polish. Why the fuck is it Polish now? It's the update to December. With the, this December last update for 11. And it, after the reset, it said it was Polish. .365. Still only 4.365 because the battery's fake. Unbelievable. Like I say, how much electronic interference again is. You notice it right there. That's the first thing that you notice, like I said. Electronic interference on laptops, phones, fucking phone chargers. Good thing I didn't buy a USB-C laptop. You do not want a USB-C laptop. You definitely don't want it. But like I said, it was amazing to see the amount of electronic interference that I get, from week to week, month to month. It was amazing to see how much electronic interference I get, within a month. It's quite something. Like I said, you more or less got to be a fucking cyber warfare specialist to get it. If you even want to have a phone, if you want to have a phone, if you want to make it to day to day, if you are white. You definitely need to be up on your P's and Q's as the phone happening. Android and Linux, because those are some of the things that you're going to have to know to get to, or you can run my script. Super easy to fix your problems. You can just run my script. You should fix 99% of your problems if you are using these phones. You should fix 98 to 99% of any problems you have with your phone. That script right there that I'm using. That's why I've been working so much on it. That's why I put so many commands in it. 4.364. Make that script a one-stop shop for any problems Android. Yeah, in my ears. My shoes, I better watch out for this because it's got fungus shit in it. It smells like fungus now. Let's see if unplugging and replugging this charger works. I think it does. This one is at 4.173. Yeah, it is. You can unplug it and replug it back in. It works fine. 380 starts out at 380 now. 880 and it shoots up to 1380, 1880, 2400. So it works fine now. Glad I was able to fix that because I don't feel like running out of charges. I got the laptop that's left. Only the laptop is left now and nothing else. I got no more power banks. I got nothing. Let me see, can I plug in the power bank and get this power bank to charge? Try it again. Let's plug it into the laptop. Alright, so we're going to use the magnets. I'm going to use this magnet. USB ports for this. Let's use the OTG. Okay, I got it. I'll hit these wires. Plug in one on the USB-C side. You can plug it all in at the same time. And plug in one over here with an OTG adapter. I'm getting nothing. Yeah, this power back is definitely good. Yeah, it's not going to work. The power track is low. I can use the batteries and hook them up in the laptop. I could do that there, it's 100%. Goodness, what the fuck is this thing? What is lifted? Yeah, so we got there in an hour, but I was at 45%. Yeah, so we got access to this Android folder using Alpha Inventor and Tools Cache for apps. But you gotta have Storage Manager installed. You gotta have I think the Files UI, Documents UI, Google app, which is another My Files app, to get access to that Android folder, and it works now to clear cache for apps. And it does the same thing I'm doing with RM. I'm doing that with RM commands to format directories in Android. And there's 3 directories. There's the app directory, the cache directory, and then the files directory. That's all it is. 100% as expected. Oh, nice. Wash. 3050s are 100% as well. speed. What am I saying? I mean, you get better charging. Fixing the charger. So that charger, we got the 30-watt chargers working all two, both of them. So I think they probably got into the bug. I mean, that's the only explanation, unless it had a timer. Unless the charger had a timer, unless it got a bug from the power bank, because I plugged it into the power bank yesterday. Maybe it had a charging cycle timer, count, not timer, count. Maybe that's what's going on. So, I mean, I don't know if it has enough space in there where you can program the charge cycle counter, but you probably could. You know, and it was the one, I think it was the charger that was dropping to, it was the charger that was dropping to 10 milliamps. So, you know, if it was dropping to 10 milliamps, maybe we can say that it had a charge cycle counter in it that disabled the charger. But like I said, you fix it the same way you do the Samsung charger. You know, it works in the same way to fix it to get the charge. It's apparently a vulnerability in all USB-C chargers. Granted, the Samsung one is more reliable. I guess, but it was doing the same thing. It wasn't recognizing, it wasn't charging the phone at all. It was doing the same thing as the 30-watt chargers from China. So they're probably very similar, probably identical actually. So you fix them the same way. Plug in something, use a magnet, plug in USB-C, plug in the laptop, plug in something to the charger, and it works. Charge me 850, charge me 852. I can't hear anything. My right fucking ear. My left ear is muffled as well. The motherfucker's always something in my ears. I'm going to wash my insoles, wash my feet because I put that fungus in their insoles. Fine. Okay, you're out of the right here. Flash the buttons on the laptop just to be sure. Like I said, sometimes if they do something that is terminal to a device, they'll let you use it one time, plug it in one time, and then it shuts off, like the BIOS on the laptop. You know, if you wake up one day and you suspect that something, silly bright light got in your shit, you want to flash the BIOS, you want to make sure that you reset your phone if you need to, like I did last night. I reset it because I changed the pattern twice, and I forgot it the second time. So, looks like you got something going on for us over here. So last night I was changing the pattern, and I changed it twice by mistake. That menu is annoying as shit. And so I changed it twice by mistake. The second time I changed it, I forgot what the pattern was. So I was like, well, let's go ahead and just reset it because it looks like it's fucking up anyway with the style of the commands and everything I'm doing. You know, you might as well just back up all this stuff and give it a reset because it's becoming a nuisance. You know, that's what I did. What are you doing? I can say that now. I got some stuff for us. Super delicious. Yeah, white coffee, yeah? White coffee? Very nice. Some good soda as well. Yeah, I'll have one of those baggies there. Very nice. Salt and vinegar in there?
Got some sugar in your coffee?
Yeah, 3 sugars.
3.
You guys still got hot meals? You guys still got hot meals?
Is there any hot food there? I've got lamb curry and...
Anything with meat?
Anything with meat?
Yeah.
Like extra rice at all?
Yeah, very nice. I got a bag already, yeah.
Would you like a yogurt?
That's okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Just the coffee.
There you go.
That's very good, thanks. I appreciate it. Let's put some coffee, some lamb, they said. Very delicious. can't hear a fucking thing. Yeah, this isn't bad. Everybody's walking on the sidewalk because it's a lot of fun in the bathroom. I can't smell anything, man. Yeah, I'm still fucking screwed. No, I can't fucking hear it. Oh, that shit sucks. It's okay, it's fucking sucks. I can't smell it. I can hardly smell the coffee. I can hardly smell that coffee, guys. They brought some good stuff, though. It's not bad. They brought some clothes. I can't fucking smell the fucking thing, man. Got some good snacks. They don't kill you because, you know, the snacks, sometimes these snacks can fucking kill you. Maine, they fucking, some of these snacks are so fucking bad. He's walking on the sidewalk because it's a lot of fun. I mean, the station is Mortimer. The station. The station is Mortimer. Every time I came in here, I couldn't charge. You know, there's something, like I said, with 11. With 11 and all these newer phones, you see all these fucking partitions. All these bin files that get flashed, to the fucking phone. How many bin files do you need to flash a phone? And obviously it makes it more susceptible to hacking because you don't just deal with one bin file. You got fucking 10 of them that get flashed to the phone. Instead of just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, you get fucking 5 or 6 or 10 different bin files that get flashed. I can't fucking hear anything. It's so fucking annoying. I turned on CP RAM logging and I'll look at it now and it's off. This thing is bonkers, mad. Can't hear anything. Can't smell anything.
This train has 8 entries. Platform 2 will be 12:52 Southeastern Service
Should be doing some cleaning.
via City Hall.
Like the benches or
There
the
are
windows or
limited
something.
entries available on this train.
For extra cleaning and extra sanitation. We're gonna have more sanitation guys. Gotta some cleaning. You need it. You gotta have it. Gotta do some extra cleaning today. Oh, fuck. I gotta wash my hands today. Maybe they were ready for Sunday. See if they got any more lamb for us. There's so much fucking rain over here, you can't even stop to get some fucking food anymore. Because of the rain. Not bad, I love this cherry on day. Yeah, very fresh.
Started on the 4th of April.
Gas Down Provisions. You can always find good stuff in Gas Down. Can't fucking hear you. I still have some lamb for it. It's pretty good. It's not bad like beef. So, I would just make a lamb and rice and some, I don't know, chicken broth or something. I don't fucking know. You can leave the curry off. You can hold off on the curry. It's not necessary. I gotta wash the incense. Maybe go back up there. Washing out the water fountain, but I kind of need hot water to get that shit out. Hot water works. I gotta go wash the insoles. It's a big issue. Big issue with these insoles. Because it's a lot of fun. Yeah, my shoes are dirty now because of this fucking rain. The Red Bull guy also died. I think that guy was also fake. I saw it by accident, actually. I didn't. because I had to use Google Chrome after I reset the phone, and I saw that the Red Bull guy also died, which is also chicken. Like I said, man, you know, if there's a lot of them, they take the risk. You know, they jump into the fire. You know, if there's a lot of them, you know, in a lot of places, they take the risk and they jump into the fire. For that last one, that last white guy that they've been trying to knock off for the past 2,000 years. And you know, the reason is, you know, they're not insane. It's just that there's too many of them. There's too many of them to care. That's what the issue is. There's too many of them to give a shit about any consequences. So the Red Bull guy, you know, is also Jacob. You know? I don't know. Everybody's doing daycare. The Mobile Daycare Center.
Oh, sorry, was that your own personal one?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I got it for free.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it didn't cost me anything. Actually really warm out here. Because I guess it's still supposed to be summer or fall. So it just rains. It rains instead. Like no summer season. It's pretty warm. Fucking here. Mobile data, probably something like this. So, carrier is big. Yeah, it feels a lot better in the shoes. Very comfy, actually, extremely comfortable, probably amazing to wash. Just to wash the insoles can be. It's really warm out here. It feels like fucking summer today. Is it warm? Is it cold? Is it raining? What the fuck is it doing? Yeah, for some reason I lost the IP blacklists. I had 3 lists. It's not on the flash drives, it's not on the SD cards, it's not on the laptop, it's not on the A50, it's not on the A52. I had it on the A52 last night before the reset. My SI was missing from the SD card. And I was like, oh, I'll have it on the USB drive or I'll have it on the laptop. Well, there's nowhere to be found. It was fucking 10 megabytes of IP addresses on that list. On that list there was probably 10 megabytes of fucking IP addresses. I also had the phone numbers in there. I have this number, but I don't have the other one. It should be in the screenshots. Because I took screenshots of the number before. Unless the screenshots are missing of the number for the Vodafone SIM card. Yeah, so, you know, that's another fucking problem there. Finding a number.
Yeah, we have enough. We didn't do the chicken curry. We roasted the chicken. We roasted the chicken. Wait, what? What's your chicken in there? All right, slowly. ¿Está pagando? ¿Está pagando?
Abi, buldum. Elini ver abi. Daha var. Hayır, hangisini istiyorsun? Bunu istiyorum. Bunu al. Bunu al. Çakmak. Dur bende de var. Bak bunu buldum bir gün. Demir. Direkt refill'ı doldurabilirsin.
Yemek yemeye mi geldin?
Yok öylesine geldim. Öyle zaman öldürmek için. Neden? Latin, Fransız belki. Bak altta yazıyor. Domine Dörcenos. Ya İngiliz Latin. Tanrı bize direksiyon versin. Öyle. Ya, ben oturup gideceğim, sonra görüşürüz. Sıra bitince ben zaten hep en sona gidiyorum. Çünkü uzun beklemek istemiyorum. Orada kalıyorum ya. Bu gece geleceksin mi oraya? Yok. Oraya? Rahat. Görüşürüz. Hangi istasyon? Charing Cross? Victoria. Ha ben bazen oraya gidiyorum. Yarın sabah oraya gideceğim ben. Doktorum orada. Belki bu gece ben de oraya gelirim.
Alıyorum burada.
Saat 11'de abi, 12'de, 11.30'da, 11'de oradaki restoranda yemek veriyor sorursan. Ben bir ay orada kaldım. İstasyon orada. Bunlar 2 hafta öyle şapka. Üstte, değişik yerlerde, üstte böyle merdiven var istasyon içinde. Bir tane. Üstte böyle tavuk var, yemesi var, Meksikan yemek var, burrito. Onlara yemek sorabilirsin, verirler sana. Saat 11'de, Victoria 11'de. O zaman daha iyi. Yeah. O daha güzel, sıcak.
Orada kalsam mı?
No, saat 11'de veriyorlar gece. 11. Kaçta yatıyorsun? 11, 12.
Saat yok. Ben de bir türlü yapayım. Ben geçen gün.
Koç istasyon. Süper. Orada var, yemek sunuyor abi. Hepsi dışarıdan Fransız var, Kuru var, Leon da var, Leon var. Hepsi yemek veriyor abi. İstasyon içinde Leon veriyor yemek. Sana veriyor. Herkese veriyor. Sonra sana veriyor. Kolay gelsin abi. Yok abi yok ama o varsa olsa verir. Bunu sana verir.
Don't have plus to.
You know what I will done if it's mine? I take what necessary, everything in the river.
If you have a home, it's good.
Yeah.
Homeless. Go with your bag.
I go more than that. I live somewhere. I risk.
I don't think I don't think
Go
Go explore.
and call it.
Good spot.
Oh, it's very soft. That's very soft. Yeah, this smells okay. Can I get it?
Look at this. Yeah. Look at that cake. Wow. It's nice. That's great. Yeah, Alex. Anything take a
Hello,
fancy?
Mr. Andrew.
No. And Greek yogurt, blackcurrant yogurt. This is a fruit cake. Which is nice. Guacamole, whatever that is, or avocado. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello. Have a look. Anything take a fancy? What do you want for that? Yeah, quickly. Okay. Got some cottage cheese. Avocado.
Chicken veg?
Oh, chicken veg, very nice.
If you come back, there'll be some extra. Hello, chicken or vegetarian?
Sugar? Anyone?
Over here. I'll take it, yeah? Milk over here?
Just come and have a look. You have a look. Easier that way.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, very nice.
Right at the end, there's nothing.
Hi, this is vegetarian and this is chicken. Chicken and vegetables. There will probably extra.
Yeah, very good.
You're right, yeah. No, you're right. He's good. He's good. I think you're going to give away two, yeah? Do you mind taking the queue, my friend?
There's one extra.
It's right at the end. No. You want tea? Yeah, sure. No sugar? There you go. You're welcome.
Excellent. No worries. White coffee, 2 sugars, please.
Yeah.
Holy shit, we're going around the building. Yeah, I can't find a number for Vodafone screenshots. Now, I know I did take screenshots of it and I left them in there, obviously. But they're very hard to find. And it might have been erased when I did a reset by accident. So, fucking Vodafone number. There's no chicken in this soup. Not that I can see.
I got these. I got these. I got these. Hello. Take that. The last one. So I got these if you want. Yeah?
What is this?
In pink and blue.
Green on the other.
Yeah. Pink or blue.
Mm.
Or green even.
Mm.
I'll get him the next one, yeah? He wants it, I'll get it. Yeah. The blue one. Pink or blue. Take the blue.
First time to go
he's
in.
been three, you would go 3 times, he would play. Glenn goes about 3, that's fine. Man. Huh? With the chicken walking like this, we took the leg off. We took the wing off.
They might have some big stick that they want.
Huh? Me? Paris. Yeah, Paris or Paris. Either one. Easy to remember in Paris.
guys, it's gonna start to rain. Let's get some chicken. Let's get some chicken. Let's get some chicken. Let's get the away. Shit, it's about to fucking calm down on us. It says it's tomorrow, right? It feels like tomorrow.
Hand that to me. Okay. Excuse me, you got one cake missing. Oh. That cake goes in there. You got gloves on? If you pick that up, please. Yeah. Wait, I'll do the reading market.
Smashed avocado. Chicken and veg.
Are you vegetarian?
Oh, no, I'm going to get something from the seats.
Yeah.
Oh, you see that?
Yeah.
See the light?
Too much left, I'm afraid.
Yeah, you get it. Any more chicken?
Is there any food for yourself? Is there any food?
Yes.
We have it. Okay.
No, don't take it, please. It's already done.
Any tea, coffee? Oh my God, long queue.
You'll be there now. Yeah, no, they're good.
I'm alright. One refill. Let's get white tea with 2 sugars.
You okay, eh?
So it's gonna start to rain in a minute.
Because the rain soon, yes.
Gonna go tsunami upon us right now.
Stand up. Be quick. Run for your life.
Oh shit. No. Oh, fuck. Incredible. Holy shit. Doing what they call it what's that? Incredible. I've never seen it this bad. I might be trying to flood the whole island, huh? You never know. I might be trying to flood us out. Oh, shit. Bring some waterproof clothing when you come to London, guys. Holy shit. Gastown is getting flooded. Bring some waterproof clothing when you come to Gastown. Yeah, it might be like this for the rest of the night. Extreme weather events. Extreme weather events. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I guess I brought this too much stuff for it. Yeah, I know you got another spoke that's coming out. I need to adjust it. Alright, looks like it passed. Maybe. Can we eat some chicken and rice? It's still raining. Like I said, it always starts to rain around this time, which is feeding time. You know, we had, I don't know, 10 hours since this morning to rain like this. It's only around feeding time.
Up there. Come.
Pain in the ass. That's pretty funny, guys. That's pretty funny. You guys are funny like that, huh? Sometimes you assholes are pretty funny, huh? Yeah, sometimes you assholes are very, very funny. Fucking devil, guys. So fucking hard.
Look at the best here.
Questo è un morto. my God, it's a weather phenomenon. Yeah, this rod is right in my fucking eyeball. On the umbrella.
Let's try the other box. The other box, compressed. I like the carrots. Can I see it? Can I just see it quickly? I'm not going to come on, Jack. The chicken and the ولا كان Let me see. Let me see. Was that spring onions? Let me see. I thought that was spring onions. No, let me just see.
Very delicious.
Sorry guys.
Salmon.
So, you know the chicken, chicken, is it? No, chicken, this one. Yes, chicken. Is that? It's not over there. That's the lady chicken.
Can I have some? Bro, for me, please. I want also chocolate.
Apple crumble slice.
Okay, yeah, I'll try.
Yeah? Muffins? I've given you the cup of music. You've got some over there. Please make away for the cup. Sorry? We'll get to it. Somebody's over there. I'm very sorry. Somebody's over there.
No, it's not the chicken.
It's already gone. Chris? Which one? Any?
Yeah. Okay.
Anyone for Chris?
Can I have a red one? It's the green.
You have any hot food?
Chris? Yes, please. I've got the cherry now. Yes, please.
Forget about that. Alright, let's go see what this guy's bringing. And go to sleep. Let's go see what they got here and go to sleep. If that box didn't get flooded or blown out of there, I'll be surprised.
hockey's can from lot of people saying. Yo, my friend, yo, you see Philippe? The Portuguese guy, Philippe, sorry. No, no problem.
Beautiful London, huh? When it's cold. Yeah, it's quite simple. But people, a lot of people love it. Yeah, they speak. Even from Iran, all of them they speak. In Iran, all of the people they speak Farsi because it's a country like Arabic in Iraq. I speak Arabic as well. I speak Arabic. Definitely perfect, like Arab person. Yeah, I was at school, neighbors, television, everything is Arabic. So definitely I'll become somebody like that. You are Afghani? Hindi. Hindi or Hindi? Hindus. Sanatan. I wish no one. Hindus. Arabic they call it Hindus. Hindi. Everything is like they put I saw the other day the reportage. They put some words, letters, and then they make it into beautiful. India is beautiful. History, language, nature. Beautiful. Go big. Thanks, sir. And then what did you say? The language. 1,000. Pakistani English, Punjabi. All India. Islamic language. So some languages that they don't understand. Okay. Yeah, I heard. What about Delhi? Delhi is Afghanistan. Yeah, I see. Beautiful city, nice. My country has a lot of action, a lot of languages, nice. My country as well, a lot of action. Some action I don't understand, you know that, but they are good as I don't understand the language. Every place has its own lakna means action. And believe me, you are Muslim, they are Sikhs. But the Sikh, they come the last religion to the world, isn't it? Other thing was Indian medicine. After that. Because I thought the last religion is Islam. But they say Sikh is not Islam. The other day when Indian guys say you are not the last religion is Islam. He said Sikh is the last one. After that, who is it? That's religion's making, isn't it? I see. Is it? Who say that? Is it always important to come in?
Yeah, that's last reason.
Okay, so the last one, who is it? Muhammad. That's what they say in our country. I'm into now. Only one goal. Anyway, people call it. Yeah, you're the one that makes for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll sleep there, yeah.
Over here, the water. Everything's in the bag.
There you go. Would you like more?
Yeah,
Here you go.
thanks.
You're welcome.
That's okay, yeah, thanks. Black tea, 2 sugars. Yeah, you can leave the tea bag. Yeah, leave it in there. What a big weather event that was.
Are you coming?
Tutto là sotto vale per cagare le tue,
Ha riproduce l'approccio, la pista.
I got some pizza in there. Yeah. Just leave that there. Try and eat this. Pants are falling off. Alright, that's it. Vamos. shitty weather. Can't hear anything. One hour, 37 minutes. Yeah, like I said, this group gets priority on the sidewalks, guys. Same way they do around the world. Which is why those GIF images continue to match. Understand? You get more pissed off in 20 minutes walking around here than you do in that fucking queue standing in it for an hour. Oh shit, that shit is full of COVID, huh? Wow. Wow. That shit is chock full of COVID, guys. I thought COVID was over a year ago. Apparently not. Juice. Gross. Holy fuck. That shit is chock full of COVID, guys. I could die eating freaking this shit. I think I only took a sip. Wow, didn't even take them long enough. Fucking stopped raining half an hour ago, barely. Holy shit. The armies of Mordor are out here in force. It just stopped raining like a motherfucker half an hour ago, man. How the fuck did they get out here so quick? Oh shit. Second size, much as poison. something to be said about the danger that America is to itself. These drones are the ones that are causing all the traffic accidents in America exclusively. That's right. In America that has the most cars per capita. In America that has the most cars per capita. It is these insufferable drones that you see on the sidewalks right now that cause all of the traffic accidents. Yeah? And America is a danger to itself. Yeah, I don't know how many deaths they have every year from traffic accidents, but these drones are exclusively responsible. The same way they are for what they do on the sidewalks here. And like I said, that is a serious understatement when I say that America is a danger to itself. Because these drones kill more people on American highways than anywhere else in the world. I told my brother, drive carefully. Try not to be a hero with that gun. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to kill them all? You better hop on to it, man. You're hella fucking late. You should have done this during the Cold War, when you had a reason to do it. Big one. You know, like avoiding a nuclear war. That's when you should have done it. And if you are serious, you better get to it. You better hop on and, hop on to it and get to it real quick. I'm tired. Oh, it tastes like medicine or something. Fuck. I'm not trying to drink the milk. Oh, shit. Now is the shower, guys. I mean, holy shit! If you're looking to get if you're looking to get a free shower, that was it, This guy loves his bicycles. We're gonna make sure that you ride one for the rest of your fucking life. Now remember, that's a pretty good punishment, in my opinion. Modern times require the convenience of a vehicle. And that's, like I said, America has the most cars per capita in the world. Modern times require the use and the convenience of a vehicle. What happens when you remove that vehicle and the only thing you have is a bicycle? Well, what happens is that you have fun times. That's what happens. And that's going to be, if this comes to fruition, that's going to be the punishment for a lot of them. You're going to be riding that fucking bicycle for the rest of your life. If it's true what they say, your punishment will likely be that you will be riding that fucking bicycle for the rest of your fucking life. I am not joking, That's a very justified punishment. You understand? It's a very justified punishment. So you can kiss your car goodbye. You're gonna get to be an environmentalist. That's the most committed environmentalist in the fucking world, because you're gonna be riding that bicycle for the rest of your life. I hope you can deal with the consequences, because that is quite the punishment. You understand? And it will be a punishment for a lot of you that are listening to this right now. If it comes to fruition, if this framing gig comes to fruition and I win, even though they say I already won, your punishment, chances are that if you are listening to this right now, your punishment will be to ride a bicycle for the rest of your life. Understand? Kiss that vehicle goodbye, save some money, save some insurance money, save some of that maintenance money. Be a good environmentalist, ride a bicycle for the rest of your life. Come on, guys. It's reasonable. It's a reasonable punishment, in my opinion. Come on. Yeah, it's kind of a commie move, though, isn't it? Yeah. It kind of is. It's a little bit, it's a little bit communistic, I guess. But for people that are involved, I think we can make an exception. I think we can make an exception for people that are involved in. We'll make them ride that bicycle every day forever. Fun times, fun times. Come on, guys. It's a reasonable punishment for being involved, in my opinion. The weather's very nice in California anyway. You don't need a car. You don't need a car in California, guys. You know, it's reasonable punishment, like I said. The weather's nice 24/7, 365 days a year. In California, you don't need a car in there. Come on, guys. It's reasonable. You get to be the most passionate environmentalist in the world. Think about it. Think about all the awards you're going to get. You're going to get a hell of an amount of awards, you know? You're going to get a hell of an amount of awards for being the most passionate environmentalist in the world. Think about it. It has value. Come on. You can be an electric bicycle. I don't mind. You know, you can get yourself a nice electrical bicycle. I really don't mind whichever one you want to get. You know? I'm not a hard ass to say you can't have an electric bicycle. You can have an electric bicycle if you want to. If you want to be a very passionate environmentalist and win lots of awards for being a passionate environmentalist, you can get an electric bicycle. See, I'm reasonable. It doesn't have to be a pedal power bicycle. You can get an electric bicycle. It's very reasonable, isn't it? Especially in California, the weather is nice. You know, it's not bad. Come on, guys. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. You know, it's not that bad of a punishment, is it? Come on. You can ride an electric bicycle. It's not that bad, guys. Come on. Serious. You know, it's a reasonable punishment. And besides, you don't get to live that long anyway. You know, life expectancy these days. You got COVID, war, Nancy Pelosi, Republicans, Trump. I mean, hell, there's lots of reasons to die in America. You're probably not even going to get to ride it for the rest of your life because the life expectancy is declining. You get to be a passionate environmentalist and win lots of awards. Come on, I mean, that has value for sure. No? No? Why not? Thank God Andrew gave me this milk jug. I would have fucking died of thirst. That fucking juice is fucking poisonous as a motherfucker. Holy shit. The mother load. There's a lot of fucking water in here. By the way, when I was in California, I was hanging out at Starbucks. These journalists keep looking at the Starbucks over here that got closed. Now, when I was there, this muscle-bound Tony Blair showed up. It's another actor. He showed up over there to show me his big muscles in front of the Starbucks. This guy looked exactly like Tony Blair. It is an actor, but this guy hasn't been in anything in a good while. I have not seen his picture anywhere online so far. After 30 gigabytes of GIF images, and it is 30 gigs, I checked. We're at 30 gigabytes of GIFs. This Tony Blair muscle-bound hominid showed up at the Starbucks, in front of the Starbucks. And I know he was an actor because I've seen him in some stuff. Yeah, it's a Tony Blair-looking motherfucker. And he showed up in front of the Starbucks when I was in California. You are going to go through that fucking footage, that surveillance footage at the Starbucks when I was there, and you are going to find out who that was. Yeah, that is your new homework for tomorrow and today. You're going to pull the recording in front of the Starbucks when I was there, and you're going to find out who that sucker was. Yeah? Because it's another Tony Blair fella that was in front of the Starbucks. I know it's a fucking actor. I've seen him before in some stuff, and I don't remember. And I haven't seen his picture anywhere else. Even though I did 30 fucking gigs of GIFs so far. I haven't seen his picture anywhere. You're going to find out who that is. That's your new homework.